back to Liz Sews. Sorry, I've just been a little bit behind on my filming lately. Nothing's wrong, just been hectic around here. It always happens in the summer. But today I just wanted to share with you guys the things that I had made in June. Feeling really accomplished because I finished all of the things that I had set out to do in my plans video. And so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that I made was an Ogden cami using some Cloud9 fabric that was gifted to me by Minerva Crafts. So I will pop in a picture of the finished cami here. The Ogden cami is one of my tried and true patterns. It's really, really easy sew to make up. The only sort of changes I made to this one was I did it as a cropped version. So I chopped off about 7 inches from the bottom of the cami. I didn't do a lengthen or shorten, I just chopped it off. And that way I thought it looked a little bit better with some high-waisted jeans. So I hope you guys agree. This is sort of darker color, so it was a little bit difficult to figure out how to put the Ogden cami into my summer wardrobe because it just felt really dark. But I do think that it works well for layering, so I think I'll get a lot more wear out of this shirt into the cooler fall months. The next thing that I made was also from Minerva Crafts. They gifted me this absolutely gorgeous silk voile fabric, and it's a digital print. I want to say it was a Lady McElroy fabric, but I'm not sure. And so for this pattern, I decided to go with Simplicity 8289. And I've done view B, which is a full-length ball gown version. So this is a full circle skirt, and as you can imagine, it goes all the way down to your toes. So it is a fabric hungry beast, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. I know I had mentioned in my plans video that I had some questions about the thinness of the fabric and how to stabilize it. What I ended up doing is this particular pattern is made for an organza overlay. So I just treated the silk like it was that organza overlay. It interlines it with a interfaced lining, which is that nude fabric I showed you, and then it has a further lining on the interior of the bodice. So the bodice is actually 4 layers: lining, interfacing, interlining, and silk. Even still, I think it works really, really well. The only thing that I would say that I don't love about this dress is I think the bodice could stand to go down a size. I made it in the size 16, which is what my measurements put me on in this pattern. And the reason that I did that, even though I know that Big 4 patterns are known for having too much ease, is that when I looked at the finished pattern garments, it did say the bust was going to be 39 inches in the 16, which is what my bust is. So I decided to go with the 16, but I think I could have stood to go down a cup size to a 14. Regardless, I think this is an awesome dress. As you can see from the pictures, I enjoyed flouncing around in it, and the skirt is just the things that dreams are made of. So that was a really fun and challenging make, and it crosses another one off of my Make 9 list for the year. The rest of the things that I have to show you are all bras. So the first bra, let's say 2 bras I made, were these sheer Harriet bras. If you're interested in making a Harriet bra, I will link you up to a tutorial up here. And the Harriet bra, for me, it works really well with the sheer tricot, and I love these bras for summertime because they are so breathable, so easy to wear. It's like you're wearing nothing at all. So all of the fabrics for these bras I purchased from Bra Builders, which is the company that took over for Bravo Bella bras. I'll be sure to link Bra Builders in the description box below. So they have a wide variety of colors. They dye everything to order. So you order a bunch of, I believe this color is called Courageous or Royalty. This is Royalty. So they dye everything that you bought in that Royalty all at one time, so you can know that the dye lots are going to match. So this is Royalty, and this is the colorway Peaches, I want to say. So both of these, not a ton to say about these because I've made this bra several times before, but you know, a wardrobe staple for me in the summertime. Next, I made another Boylston bra, and this uses a peach duoplex that I purchased from Beware. Again, I will link Beware down in the description box below. I also purchased all of the matching findings that go with the peach duoplex. You can see here. So we got lower band elastic, upper band channeling, strapping, everything like that. So I just love it when every single thing matches in a bra. And then of course I finished it off with some rose gold rings and sliders. I think it really pulls it all together. So really happy with how this turned out. Duoplex is a much warmer fabric, so it's not as great for the summertime because you will get a little bit of bust sweat. But I still really liked it. I was surprised at how pale this peach was. I didn't think it looked that pale when I saw it on the website, but in person it is a very pale blush. So, and not really much peach. For me, it leans more pinky toned, but I still think it's gorgeous nonetheless. And then the last bra that I sewed up was actually, so I used to get the Beware mystery box, but I stopped getting it because I needed to save some money. There's some things happened in our family that I needed to sort of cut down on where I was spending money frivolously. So I stopped getting the Beware mystery box. And so imagine my surprise when the lovely Sean of Kittenish Behavior sent me a mystery box, the most recent mystery box. So I was really, really excited to find this in the mail. Like, it was a complete surprise. I didn't know it was coming. I had seen the contents of the box on her channel already, so the fabrics weren't a surprise, but it was just a surprise that I got it. And so I made a set out of it. So the first, I have a Hannah bralette. So here's the Hannah bralette. I did a little bit of, oh, I'm sorry, the Hannah bralette is from Studio Costura Shop, which I will link in the description box below. You can purchase the pattern, it's a PDF. I think you can buy it off of Etsy. So the only modifications I made to the Hannah bralette was to add this like wider band below. I've made 2 or 3 of the Hannah bralettes previously, and I really, really like them. But I do have, because they're a bralette, they have a tendency to ride up on me. So I thought this would make it a little bit firmer, and it does. I really, really love this alteration. So everything you're seeing in here on this bra, all the fabrics came from the Beware mystery box. This actually came from the Beware mystery box back in October, and I just never got around to using it. But I'm really, the straps I had in my stash, but really, really happy with how this turned out. And then I also made a matching pair of undies, and everything in the undies came in this particular mystery box. So the jersey, this pink band, as well as the lace that I put around the leg openings. I've also cut out a second pair of undies in this fabric. So you can definitely get multiple pieces out of a single mystery box, which is something that I really love. So I did have a question earlier if the mystery box is recommended for beginners. If you don't have a lot of stuff, it might be a little bit difficult to get a full project out of a mystery box. A lot of times, like with this bralette, I had to supplement with straps and stuff like that. So if you don't have anything at all, it might not be the best. But if you're just starting in sewing and you want to like grow your stash a little bit and just get some familiarity with maybe some things you haven't tried yet, or looking at different fabrics and different elastics, and I think it's a really good option for that. So that is everything that I've made in the month of June, sorry, everything I've made in the month of June. In terms of looking forward to the next month, I know normally I do a plans video. I think I'm actually gonna focus solely on bras for the month of July. I didn't pick up any fabric this month from Minerva, so I don't have any garments in the works. And I have a couple of new bra patterns that came out very well. I have one bra pattern that came out really recently that I'm working on a tutorial for, and then I purchased another bra pattern that is new to me, even though it's not that new of a pattern. So I think I just want to spend the rest of July working on those bras, and I will see you next time. Take care.